Excelência Axel, cliente, equipa de assistência técnica dos SWIMS, excelentes membros da delegação do secretariado-geral, caros peritos e participantes, minhas senhoras e meus senhores, em primeiro lugar, gostaria de saudar a presença do Dr. Moazu neste encontro em representação do diretor-geral. As minhas saudações são extensivas à equipe de assistência técnica dos SWIMS, representada pelo Sr. Axel Clint, aos peritos, membros da delegação do GIABA aqui presentes, e a todos os participantes, dizer-vos que são bem-vindos a este encontro de validação dos relatórios nacionais no âmbito do estudo de pesquisa SWIMS sobre a criminalidade marítima no Golfo da Guiné. Como devem calcular, que a União Europeia está a implementar o programa de apoio à segurança marítima integrado na África Ocidental, através do programa SWIMS. Este trabalho está a ser desenvolvido em colaboração com o GIABA. O programa SWIMS abrange vários projetos, e um desses projetos tem a ver com o estudo encabeçado pelo GIABA sobre o branqueamento de capitais, financiamento do terrorismo, fluxos financeiros ilícitos e criminalidade marítima no Golfo da Guiné, que envolve a Guiné-Bissau, Benin, Costa do Marfim, Ghana, Nigéria e Togo. Excelências, minhas senhoras e meus senhores, o encontro de hoje está ligado à validação do relatório que foi produzido no quadro desse estudo, do qual o nosso país participou através do Perito Nacional. Por isso, há toda a necessidade de diferentes entidades aqui presentes e que foram envolvidos na coleta de dados de estarem atentos e apresentarem todas as dúvidas relacionadas com o relatório do estudo que vai ser apresentado. Sei que efetuar um estudo neste país não é uma tarefa fácil, uma vez que, para além das dificuldades de obtenção de dados, há outro fator que é difícil de compreender: a falta de colaboração. E alguns chegam ao ponto de recusarem de fornecer as informações, ou seja, dados, mas sem nenhuma razão convincente, esquecendo que esses dados são do país e não lhes pertencem. O comportamento deste tipo desenvolve o trabalho investigativo e contribui de uma forma para uma má imagem do país no que tange à falta de dados. Nesta ordem de ideia, torna-se imperativo de trabalharmos não só na criação de bases de dados em todos os nossos serviços, mas também na utilização desses dados ao serviço do país. Ou seja, sermos capazes de partilhar em caso de necessidade. Minhas senhoras e meus senhores, para terminar, gostaria de agradecer à Direção-Geral do GIABA pela iniciativa e a pertinência de efetuar o estudo sobre os flagelos no setor marítimo, em especial no Golfo da Guiné. Aos participantes, agradecemos pela disponibilidade de estarem aqui e partilhar os resultados do estudo que vai ser apresentado. Bem-aja a todos e muito obrigado.
here will actually help me a lot in understanding the methods and techniques used by criminals to harvest much higher than without any further protocol, we're going to give now the floor to Mr. Mazu Umaru. And as I told you earlier, he's the Executive Director of Java, who is widely absent, and he will deliver a key note address on his behalf. Mr. Umaru, what do you have for us?
President Umaru Sissoco Embalo as the chair of the Authority of Heads of State and Government. With that election, a huge responsibility has been placed on Guinea-Bissau. And part of that responsibility is that the authorities of Guinea-Bissau will now have to preside over all ECOWAS statutory activities. This means that Dr. Justino, the national correspondent, will also now have to chair all the statutory meetings of Java. And I wish to congratulate him on this new responsibility that has been placed on him. And I do wish him well. And I want to pledge our support to him and cooperation to ensure that he succeeds in this very onerous task. You know the task, you know how difficult it is, but I believe with our support you will succeed. So I pray that you succeed in this very important task. Just about 2 weeks ago, my Director General visited with my colleague who is seated here, Dr. Isima, for an advocacy visit, and in the process he met the authorities of this country, the 9 ministers, and the president of the country, to highlight the importance of the work we do in Java and to further seek collaboration and cooperation from the country. The president assured us of the total cooperation and collaboration of Guinea-Bissau to all the mandates and objectives of Java, which have been highlighted by my colleague. As you are aware, or you may be aware, this country was evaluated by Java. The report has been published, and the report of your evaluation clearly shows that there is a lot of work to do for you to be able to effectively protect your country from exploitation by criminals who are both residents and non-residents that are using your country for illicit activities. Our recommendations were made in your mutual evaluation report with regard to what you need to do to improve the situation. Java, as a technical assistance provider, has listed Guinea-Bissau as one of the priority countries to be supported, and we are working with the authorities of the country, including the national correspondents, to ensure that we map out support that will allow you to make progress and address most of the weaknesses that have been observed during the evaluation. So as officials of government and partners, I will urge you all to continue to support the public authorities and work together to address those challenges. Without addressing those challenges, your country will not be a favored destination for investment. Your country will not be a place where people will want to come and do business. And that only means more poverty, more deprivation, and more social upheaval. For security without economic well-being is a ruse. To have security, you need to have economic development. So as part of the global effort to counter illicit activities by criminals, we partnered with the European Union under the 11th European Development Fund in the context of the support they are providing to counter illicit activities in the whole of West Africa, for us to conduct a study to understand how criminals are generating illicit money through maritime, how they are exploiting the Gulf of Guinea, whether it is in terms of kidnapping or in terms of illegal fishing, illegal exploitation of natural resources, whether it is timber or other fauna and flora products, and the transiting and the misuse, for example, of the different islands and territories across the Gulf of Guinea. And as we mentioned, a few countries were selected for this study, and Guinea-Bissau happens to be one of those countries because it is a country of interest globally in terms of the strategic deficiencies of the maritime environment. You have an extensive maritime coast, but you have a lot of vulnerabilities in terms of capacity to manage and effectively secure your maritime environment. This then provides opportunity for criminals to exploit that environment. And the literature is abound as to how this exploitation takes place. So our preoccupation in this research was to see how much money is being raised by criminals. How are they moving the money, and where are they moving it to? And how are they using it? And who is using it? So that we can provide recommendations to the authorities of their country to be able to counter these criminals with the support of the international community. The research was conducted by one of you, a citizen of this country, with our support, and hopefully during this validation you will present the outcome of the report. We will encourage you to listen to him and give feedback as to the accuracy of the report, whether it has properly reflected the situation based on your expertise and knowledge and experience in the jobs you do. We will also wish to urge you to look at the recommendations that will have been provided in the report so that we can enhance those recommendations. Indeed, we will want you to dissect the report in such a way that the report becomes more of international standard that will provide practical and implementable recommendations for us to work together to support your country to address the challenges that will have been identified in the report. Why is illicit financial flows important? Illicit financial flows is important because today it is one of the greatest parasites of development in Africa. On Monday, just last Monday, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development released its report on economic development in Africa, focusing on illicit financial flows. The report revealed that over $88 billion are being thrown out of Africa in various criminal ways and in various ways that are not approved by government, such that this money leaves our continent and is being deprived of the use of those resources. For clarity, the amount of $88 billion is equivalent to the goods and services of Guinea-Bissau. Everything Guinea-Bissau is going to produce, every cashew nut, every fish that is going to be brought from the sea by Guinea-Bissau, every service that is going to be provided by everyone in Guinea-Bissau for 62 years. That is the amount that is leaving Africa every year. If Guinea-Bissau is to work for 62 years, all the service, all the production, it will take you 62 years to make the amount of $88 billion. That is the amount that is leaving Africa every year. So you can imagine how much the continent is being deprived. Your GDP is about $1.4 billion per year, and if you divide $1.4 billion by 88 billion, it will give you about 62 years. And that is why it is important for us to ensure that our resources are not being thrown away. And I want to give you another example. For every kilogram of drug that passes through Guinea-Bissau, 99% of the money of that drug does not return to Guinea-Bissau, does not stay in Guinea-Bissau. 99%. The average cost of 1 kilogram of heroin, the street value will be about $70,000. Out of $70,000, you are not going to find $10,000 coming to Guinea. And that is how much your country is being exploited. And to that extent, it is now your responsibility to ensure that you take it into your hands to deprive criminals of the opportunity to exploit their country. We are here to help, we are here to work with you, and I look forward to having a good session that will allow us to enrich the report so that we can begin the work after finishing the talk. So thank you very much, and I wish us good deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Director, for your excellent, brilliant intervention, which actually set the stage, I think, for the rest of the day, for the rest of the workshop. You have clearly highlighted all the key factors within the framework of this project, also within the framework of the Guinea-Bissau awareness regime, and within the framework of technical assistance providing countries, including Guinea-Bissau. The study on maritime criminality associated with illicit financial flows also have some economic, security, and development implications. You have been able to highlight all these, and really appreciate it. I would also like to recognize the presence among ourselves of Mr. Dr. Geoffrey Isima, who is also the manager, who has been managing the project so far, and the SWIMS research study. I have been working with him, and he has been able to support us, to help us to reach that stage of validation of the national, the country level reports. So I thank him for that. Special also thanks to Mr. Francisco Sanya, the country researcher, for the excellent work he did, and also for the support he provided to us in coordinating this event. Now we're going to proceed to the group photo outside, and take 2 minutes to stretch our legs and come back for the technical parts of the meeting. Thank you.
Muito obrigado. Tudo aquilo que nós assistentes, o momento desse seminário nacional de validação e relatório do Enem no âmbito do estudo pesquisa do país sobre criminalidade marítima no Golfo de Guiné, na pena lugar entre dia 21, dia 22 até 23.